I can see my mom's house from here.
Hey Mom, get off the damn roof! What's up, ladies and
Hello
gentlemen?
everybody, we're back.
Because now Laymen is super exclusive, massive deal in the YouTube scene.
We are.
And like the one publisher that doesn't hate us yet, Ubisoft.
We're like, hang on, this is actually friendly territory.
I know, right?
We weren't gonna get attacked.
I know, right?
EA wasn't there with their snipers, but yeah, I got them in their sights.
It'd be pretty cool if we approached EA Studios and there's like snipers on the rooftop
No.
and we're like running towards the front door trying to get in safely.
There's
And
just
they're
big
just
things are saying Layman Gaming with a big X through it, like do not let these people
kill
in.
on sight.
You'll handle us. You know your predecessors had much more respect. Okay, you have some skill.
But Ubisoft invited us to go hands-on with the new FarCry game, and we want to talk to you about it because you know what? It's actually pretty damn
Because
good.
we did play at... Oh, okay, that was the
Yes.
cut. Soz. That was the cut!
Yes, Sam, that was the cut.
That was the cut, sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're here. We're talking about Far Cry 5 now. Have you ever played a Far Cry game before, Sam?
Yeah, I played E3 actually. We played in the very, very early stages there.
Oh, we did. That's right. I
Yes,
totally
yeah.
remember that. Yeah,
And
sure.
when I was playing it there, I think I did turn to you and I said something along the lines of, this feels clunky as fuck.
You did.
And then I actually did say that to the guy yesterday. I was like, oh, at E3 it felt super like,
Yeah, so
oh,
the-
you know?
so the
And he was
pump
like,
was
yeah, you know, but we've actually fixed it now.
Yeah.
We jumped on. It was so good.
Yeah, so anyone who hasn't played Far Cry, it's a big it's a Ubisoft game. And when I say that, it's like a fucking Ubisoft game. It is open world, there are markers all over the map, there are checkpoints to clear out, it's very formulaic. But, you know, it's really fun to play those sorts of games if you're up for that. You know, I just finished playing Assassin's Creed Origins, another Ubisoft game, very similar in terms of like its style, what it asks you to do. Really enjoyed that. Not like my favorite game ever, but certainly enjoyed it, you know? And Far Cry feels very similar to that. I played Far Cry 2, 3, 4, and I also played the best Far Cry, Far Cry Blood, blah, 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 and I also played the and I also played the best Far Cry, Far Cry.
You're gonna further red arrow.
Think before you say each word.
And I also played the best Far Cry Blood Dragon. Give me some love in the comments if you played this game because it is super
haven't played
underappreciated
it.
and it is like the best thing ever. It's basically like Far Cry but in the future and dinosaurs have taken over the map and they all have like lasers and stuff. It's the coolest thing you've ever played.
Really?
Anyway,
Cool.
Far Cry is one of those series that you know, you either love it or hate it, but I've always enjoyed it. And the new one, we played at E3, felt really clunky. I was like, nah,
I
only
was
had a
just
small
like,
area.
When we went to E3, I don't actually think we even talked much about it.
We did a
didn't.
little impressions video, but I don't even think we
we?
uploaded it.
Oh, okay, because because at that time it wasn't something that was really striking me, but I can tell you now, although the weapon mechanics felt nice and that kind of stuff, it wasn't that really hit me. It was the narrative. We were hit with this really cool idea about like a southern style, very heavily, you know, it's kind of like a West Baptist church kind of cultist feel to it, that everyone's been brainwashed and they're all like kind of believing in this leader. And for me, it kind of felt a bit BioShock Infinite, but in a really strong way. Like it was kind of, you know, you felt as immersed in that world. So I'm really excited for that narrative.
Yeah, so when this theme was actually announced for this game, a lot of people were really triggered by it. They were like, oh, Ubisoft is attacking American values and they hate small town America and whatever else. Having played this game, we've only seen a small slice of it. We can tell you, it doesn't feel that way. It doesn't feel like the game is making fun of America or making Americans look stupid or anything like that. It's literally just like, here's part of small town America. There's some really smart people, there's some really dumb people. Most of the people that you meet are just normal people getting by in their lives. It just happen to be fighting against this cult. There's some zany characters and it's a good mix, but it doesn't ever feel like Ubisoft is like sticking it to small town America being like, you guys are so dumb.
I don't think that they're sticking it to small town America or, you know, that they're, you know, bashing on the redneck stereotype. No. But I will say that, you know, the story is built around an ideology that has been stereotyped in some respect by redneck America, whatever that means. Of course, it's a silly stereotype, but that, you know,
I don't even think it is built around the stereotype of redneck America. I really don't.
You don't feel like it's a southern feeling?
Yeah, it's southern, sure.
Southern. We only saw heavily religious, you know, We didn't see any other. There was no light and shade, black and white.
Yeah, I saw lots of just normal people. There wasn't all religious zealots and all rednecks and all that sort of stuff. There was just tons of normal people in there.
But when?
Okay, maybe because I played a little bit more than Sam. You only came for the co-op
Yes,
bit, and
I played for the co-op bit.
Okay, I played for 2 hours single player hands-on.
Okay.
Right. Okay,
I
probably explains the difference.
There we
right?
go. Because when I was playing it, although I get what you're saying, they're not trying to attack any stereotypes in a negative way, but they were definitely creating a game that put you in an atmosphere that was heavily a southern feel.
Yeah,
and a West Baptist church, heavily religious,
Definitely.
cult, brainwashed feel.
Yeah, but like again, it wasn't stereotyping. It wasn't trying to make fun of it. It was
No.
trying to be like, here's a cross section of it. You know what
I
mean?
didn't see the light.
Fair enough,
I only saw that part. I mean, maybe I didn't see the light and shade of it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But I think I read an article from PC Gamer actually that said the tone of this game is all over the place, and I get why they might say that because you are now sitting here saying it's stereotyped and full of this stuff. I'm saying, well, I played a little bit more of it, and I don't agree. I get why people would have different views about this feeling of this game. It's definitely going to be controversial when it drops because it has some funny shit in there that some people are going to be offended by. It's going to have some stereotypes that people are going to cling to.
Hey, Mom, look at that pointy-haired little girl. Well,
But it's interesting to listen to. Like, you're honestly looking at it and you're watching things that are going down and events that are happening, and you're like, hey, that's cool, you know?
I mean, I for one don't
Versus,
think...
I didn't really think that in Assassin's Creed Origins, by the way. I was really bored the whole time of the story. Like, the whole time. Even though I enjoyed the game on balance, right? Whereas this, I was like, hey, this story's pretty cool.
Well, I remember playing it at E3 and it kind of felt the whole time Assassin's Creed was like, hey, look at this open world we've made. It's like, get in the Eagle, look around. Like, is that
Yeah.
like, it felt like that was the showcase of the whole thing.
This feels a lot more about the characters and the
Yes.
story and the world. And I will say, just traversing the open world is really interesting. We only played a small part of it, but it already feels huge. Just driving through, like, the forests of this area was really
Yeah.
awesome. Getting from point A to point B was really fun. The vehicles handled well, which is, I know, was a big problem with Ghost Recon Wildlands, another Ubisoft game where, like, the driving was the worst thing ever.
Really?
Terrible. The gunplay we had problems with earlier at E3, but they fixed it up. They added a lot of auto-aim now on console. We played on PS4 Pro. Handled beautifully. I was using a Lavoa C, I was using a bow and arrow, I was using a sniper rifle, all of them great.
Yep. And the enemies felt intelligent enough. In
They did,
terms of-
actually.
it felt difficult, you know?
yeah.
You were always going, shit, I'm getting shot at, and you were finding yourself always with, like, small amounts of health.
Yep.
Because, like, it was a difficult game. It felt accomplished AI-wise.
Yeah. So we also played co-op as well. This is the first time you can play through the entirety of the game co-op. We did about 30 minutes of that, and I swear to God, it's the only way to play the game. Like,
It was something like, it's such a streaming game, isn't it?
It is a
You
streaming
said that
game.
actually,
Yeah,
before
yeah.
me.
When
yeah,
we were
it was
talking-
totally a streaming game. It's something that you'd be like, PUBG? FarCry 5. I kind of feel like
play
I can...
with a friend. And
Yeah, like you can kind of jump on and watch that and
Totally.
and enjoy a similar experience, I think.
Yeah. So, I mean, because I played 2 hours solo, and then I played 30 minutes with Sam. The 30 minutes I played with Sam was way more fun. Just because you get to have those
Because
adventures.
I was there, people. I was there.
You get to have the adventures and antics of playing with a friend, and that's all going to be online as well, so you literally just do it through your friends list and off you go. But overall, I will say that I am actually really looking forward to this now. I was very skeptical when I played at E3, but now that I'm seeing it in action, I'm seeing the tone come together. We saw an awesome cutscene, by the way.
That's what really grabbed me.
It was actually a baptism, because the whole idea is the enemy in this is this cult, and there's a cult leader, very charismatic and interesting, and we sort of got dropped into this scene where you were being baptized, and it was just fascinating because the way it was shot and how intimate it was, and it had some real emotional intelligence to it.
It did. I agree with that, and like they were so spot on in how they wanted to film that, because you're right. You know, there's some moments where the enemy's face is right there,
Yeah.
and you feel that intimacy there, and you're like, whoa, this is awesome. And then you can feel, the leader over there, and they kind of, not to give any spoilers or whatever, but like they didn't allow you to do the full baptism because you weren't ready or something.
Something
and
like
like
that, yeah.
it just adds to the whole lore of how they're thinking and what their religious ways in which they figure things out and stuff. It was really cool. Look, when he called me saying, "Oh, we've got this thing today," I'm like, "Yeah, okay, I'll come along." And I did leave there going, "Wow, this looks pretty cool." It actually
So,
does.
important disclaimers. I checked the store, right? Monetization is very important to us in terms of how a game monetizes. I checked the store in game. Obviously, it's all work in progress. Very important caveat. From what it looks like, you're going to be able to earn currency in game and then use that currency to buy new weapons, skins for your weapons, new vehicles, like, paint jobs for those vehicles, etc. That's similar to Assassin's Creed. Same sort of deal where you could use your in-game funds to upgrade upgrade your weapons, and you could buy those in-game items with or in-game currencies with real-world dollars. So I'm gonna guess, and this is a total guess, that system will be the same here. You can buy currency with real money, and you can use that in-game to unlock things if you want to unlock things faster, or you can just grind to unlock it. I have no idea how long the grind is. I have no idea if this monetization model is taking the piss or not. There was no loot boxes from what I could see, but they absolutely could add those in future. I don't know. The point I want to make here is that when we preview a game, we always ask about what the monetization is. So like, how are you going to charge us for this? And we saw what we saw. That was all the information we had, and we'll just say, watch this space, and we'll give you a full update on that when the actual review goes live. The game comes out in April. Yeah. The other important thing, please, for the love of God, do not pre-order video games. Just because we sat here and said that we liked it, please do not pre-order video games. It's the worst thing you can do with your money. Wait until you see it, and wait until it comes out. Wait until you get some proper reviews. Decide then whether or not you want to put down your cash. Because if 2017 has taught us anything, it's that video games can very often suck, even when it looks like they shouldn't suck.
100%, 100%.
Do not pre-order. Just take this as a good indication that Far Cry 5
it's looking very good.
It's on the right track.
It's looking very good, and I think you're right in saying that, we don't know about the monetization. I mean, not to make this, about microtransactions. We're very happy with what this looks like right now in terms of this game. We're not here to put it down. But yeah, you're right in saying, we have to be wary.
It's like you can't preview a game's graphics, its story, its sound, etc., and not preview the microtransactions from now on. You can't do that. 2017 changed all the rules in that regard. So when you sit down with a developer and you preview a title, you got to ask them what the microtransactions are. That's what we did. We didn't really get an answer back because they said everything was work in progress, but we did look at the menus, and that's why I wanted to tell you how we think it might be. But watch this space, we'll check it out for you. Anyway, that is it.
Right,
it's going to be an interesting game to check out. It comes out next year in April. It's on all 3 platforms. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's go and
see you, fam.
Hey, Ma, look at that pointy-haired little girl. Well,